now I'm pressing record. So we are all good now.
We're all good.
Okay. So let's have you say your name one more time.
Yeah, I'm Steve Szczepkowski. I'm the executive audio director on the Deus Ex franchise.
Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you giving us the time of day for the second time. I'll totally say that.
It's all good, man.
But yeah, I got a chance to check out the demo yesterday, and one thing that I noticed about the new Deus Ex Mankind Divided is how updated everything is compared to Human Revolution. Why don't you take us through a little bit about what you guys did to update it?
Sure. So it basically started with the Dawn engine. We changed engines to our own proprietary engine, which unlocked the door to all kinds of possibilities that we couldn't do in Human Revolution. We had a lot of these ideas back then, but again, the limitations of the technical prevented us. Well, that's out the window now. Also, the new console generation, that with the engine, and the engine was designed to work with next gen. So we're now able to do a lot more. As you saw, the environments are much more dynamic. You get so much more feedback in combat from things exploding. The graphics are just crisper, and the augmentations, of course, that we've been able to now introduce into the game. And that engine that we have is constantly being reiterated for the specific needs of Deus Ex. So it really helps us deliver the best game we can give to the fans.
Now, you say the fans. I mean, the fans, they clamored a lot towards Human Revolution about any issues that were going on. Did that help, give you feedback and
Absolutely.
fuel for this one?
I mean, we're almost, I wouldn't say obsessive, let's say a cut below to sort of taking all that feedback in, because that's our audience, that's our client. It's our job to make the client happy. So we listen to all that feedback, and obviously there's some things we can't do, but generally the voice comes through pretty loud and clear on what they like, what they don't like, where they would like us to take it, and we try and make them happy.
Now let's talk about the combat, because man, you guys, looking at that demo, the combat is really, really good. Yeah, it's killer. That's what it is.
It's fun,
now,
man. It's a lot of fun.
What were you guys able to do to update it, upgrade it? Because I know you guys worked on the augmentations a lot. How did you make it to where this was a more fun, more balanced game?
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. We felt that, and again, the fans' voice is what told us that the previous game, Human Revolution, while all the gameplay styles were supported, they possibly weren't all on an even balanced keel. Some of the reasons could be fault on our part, some could be just technical limitations, but we've addressed that now. Combat was one of them. For me, I remember in Human Revolution, what I didn't like was you'd go into a room after you had a huge firefight, and unless someone had made like a Christmas tree out of human corpses or something, you wouldn't really know that there'd been a firefight. Now, as you saw in the demo, that's completely changed. Like, everything is reactive. Papers are flying everywhere, TV sets, monitors are exploding, plant vases on a shelf are popping, bullets are, tracing by you. It's really, really, intense. And that was what we wanted to do, was to really hype up that intensity level. Even from the AI reactions, the bark system, the feedback that you're hearing from the enemies, we've doubled the amount of barks that we wrote in HR to really make it rich. And we really wanted to, while not taking anything away from the stealth, we felt we had to bring the combat up on the fun factor. So that was what we tried to address.
And you totally did, because, I did like playing stealth in Human Revolution, but it's just so much fun to go lethal at times. And that's one of the things I loved about it, especially in the augmentations. We saw the nano blade.
Yeah.
That was killer. That was really, really cool.
For me, that, and I still think that focus mode, which is an augmentation that speeds Adam up and gives the illusion that the world is in slow motion, makes for some epic combat shots. I can't wait to see all the screenshots of, bodies doing multiple flips in the air and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really stoked for that. But one thing that I'm also really excited for, and it's also kind of well known in Deus Ex, there's a nice story arc that's involved in there, but in Human Revolution it was a little lacking, especially at the end. What did you guys do to update that?
Well, first off, I can promise everybody at home there won't be 4 buttons at the end to push. We've made a really deep and rich narrative. Now, depending on how you play and the choices you made, like you and I would have 2 totally different gameplay experiences. There'll be characters that possibly will be dead, depending on how you played, and would be alive in my game. And again, that's really speaks volumes about replay value. There's going to be characters that you might have met that I'll be like, I never saw that guy. Like, how did you run into this guy, you know? And I just think that makes for a rich experience. I mean, even when fans talk together, I think that's really exciting.
Yeah, and it gives you so much more choice. And that was one thing I noticed in the demo, too. You can either jump out of a window or you can go fight a couple of guys. And I thought that was really, really cool.
It's always about choice and consequence in Deus Ex, and we always want to give the player many options and choices so that it suits your play style.
All right. Well, when can we see this? When is it going to be on the shelves?
The game will be out early next year. It's all on the new next-gen consoles, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And yeah, please support the game, play it. I hope you enjoyed as much as we had fun making it.
Absolutely. And share all of your epic kills. You got to do that. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Steve.
Matt.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Thanks.